Hi guys and welcome back to a new video. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Martina and this is the holiday workshop. In today's video I'm going to show you how I made my newest addition to my Peculiar Garden of Oddities series. It's a cactus and octopus hybrid. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and also give my video a thumbs up if you liked it, because it really helps me out a lot. And without further ado, let's get into the video. I used this long metal stick as the base. I marked out where I wanted the tentacle to start with a little bit of masking tape. Then I bent the stick into the shape I wanted. Then I added aluminum foil to build up the basic shape. You want it to be thicker at the start and thinner towards the end. I also used masking tape to help hold the aluminum foil in place. I made a total of 5 of these and I made each of them different. Next I rolled out a piece of foam clay and added it to the tentacle. I found it easier to cover half of the tentacle first and then let it dry and then cover the rest of it. To make the spines I used toothpicks that I cut in half. Towards the thinner part of the tentacle I started to cut the toothpicks shorter. I tried to make sort of a pointy ridge at the back where the spines are going to go, to mimic the shape of a cactus a little bit. You can use water to soften the clay and make it easier to smooth out. A good thing about foam clay is that it smooths itself out quite a bit while drying. Once completely dry, I sanded down any edges or bumps that I didn't want. You can sand foam clay as long as you're careful. Sanding it too hard will ruin the surface. Then I added the suckers. Again, they're supposed to be bigger at the start of the tentacle and smaller towards the end. I added a bit of water to the dried clay to help the new clay stick better. I made tiny balls and then I used a ball tool to push them in place and make an indent in the middle. For the smaller ones, I used the back of a small brush. You can also use a Sharpie to mark out where the suckers are going to go. This makes it easier to place them correctly on the tentacles that's more curled and wonky shaped. When the clay had dried again, I covered the whole thing with a coat of Mod Podge. This will make the paint go on much more smoothly later. To paint them, I first used a dark green closest to the suckers. Then, when the brush was almost dry, I used it to try to soften the edge a little bit. Next, I cut a sponge into smaller pieces. I will use these to sponge on the other colors. I started with the medium green to help blend the dark green edge better. Then I added a yellowish green to the top part of the tentacle. Then I went back in with the medium green again to blend it some more. Then I painted the suckers dark green. You can do this at the same time as the first layer of dark green. I had a different plan in mind from the start, but I changed it. Once completely dry, I used a sponge to add light pink paint to the top of the suckers. Next I painted the spines white. The last thing I did was to add a coat of Mod Podge to the whole piece to seal everything in and protect it. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already and give my video a thumbs up. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.